Okay. Hello, everyone. Greetings to you from Lagos, Nigeria. And I'd like to welcome everyone to today's workshop. And I'm sure it's going to be an interesting period for everyone. We're going to be learning so much, and uh, it would be good if you pay rapt attention to what we'll be discussing today. So, if you are live, if you've joined the workshop now, can you just type in the comment section, I am here? Just type in the comment section, I am here. Okay, I can see Ian Church Naza, Amechi Chamaka, I can see Francis. If you're live, if you're here, just type I am here. Okay, you're here. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. You can see so many persons from Ogun State. Okay, yeah. So we'll be starting right away. Thank you for joining once again. So permit me to share my screen so we can begin the discussion. Okay, come try to share my screen. Okay. Please, if you can see my screen, can you kindly confirm that you can see my screen? If you can see my screen, please kindly confirm you can see my screen. Just type I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen. Okay, you can see some comments. You can see my screen. Thank you very much. Okay, so begin with the discussion how to grow your money and build long-lasting wealth by investing in the US stock market. That's all we'll be discussing about today. How to grow your money and build long-lasting wealth by investing in the US stock market. Even if you don't earn like the top 20, the top 10, or 1%. Okay, so before we begin, I would like to make sure I'm talking to the right set of people because people different kind of people join webinars, different kind of people join workshop. So just to be sure that we are on the same page, I would like to ask some series of questions, and I would want you to respond in the comment section. Is this what brought you here for this workshop? So there are different kind of persons here, and I want to show that those who are set for this webinar, for this workshop, are those who are listening to me now. So if you are looking for, are you here? You are looking for investment options that allow your money to work for you while you focus on your job. Do you have some cash lying around and looking for where to invest it wisely for long-term gains? Are you worried about the naira depreciation and you want to put your money to work before it rots away? Are you looking to build a solid investment portfolio that can sponsor the lifestyle you desire? And are you curious and you just want to learn about how to invest in the US stock market and achieve financial freedom? If this is any of what brought you here, just type it in the comment section. If you are looking to build a solid investment portfolio, just type it. I want to build solid investment portfolio. If you are worried about the naira depreciation, just type it. I'm worried about naira depreciation. If you are just curious and you want to learn how to invest in the US stock market, just type it that I'm curious. I want to learn how to invest in the stock market, in the US stock market. So whichever of these reasons are what brought you here, just type it in the comment section. If you have some cash lying around and you're looking for where to invest it wisely, just type it that, okay, I have some cash, I'm looking for where to invest. Okay, I can see Victor typing all of the above, all of the above. So whichever of these reasons, these are the kind of people, these are what we would be learning today. If yes, I would suggest you drop every form of distraction and pay rapt attention. So if you said yes to any of the questions that I just dropped, that I just asked you, I would like you to drop every form of distraction and pay attention. This is serious business. In case you are not aware, the US stock market is the greatest wealth creation engine in the entire world. It has been proven time and time all over. Every Forbes listed billionaire have their wealth tied to shares of companies, especially US stocks. You can just go to Google maybe after this webinar, just type list of Forbes billionaires, You would see that each and every one of them, their wealth is tied to shares of companies, either public listed companies or private listed companies. Either public listed companies or private listed companies. So that should tell you all you need to know. It shows that the US stock market is one of the key ways to building wealth. It's one of the key ways to building a solid investment portfolio. Now, most people would think that they need millions of naira to invest in the US stock market, but that's not the truth. If you can afford to buy a new pair of shoes, if you can afford to buy a new smartphone, which I believe you are using to listen to me now, either you are using a smartphone, either it's a Samsung or iPhone, or you are using a laptop, one way or the other, as long as you can listen to me right now, it means you have the resources needed to begin your investment journey in the US stock market. You can afford to start investing. Now, let's just take this glance through information just to show you the possibilities that exist in the US stock market. Now, if you invested 100,000 naira on the 1st of January 2024 in any of these US stocks, this is how much you would have gained in value at the end of 10 months. So last year, 2024, was an amazing year when it comes to the US stock market. A lot of stocks really went crazy to the roof. So these are some of the performance that you would have gotten if you had invested in the US stock market last year, just with 100,000 naira. So this shows you that there are a lot of possibilities that exist in the US stock market, and that's what I will be showing you in this webinar. Now, let's just discuss briefly my goal for this webinar. What do you think I want to achieve? Because it's important for you to know what I want to achieve so you will know if this is really meant for you. So my goal for this webinar is to help you understand how the US stock market works and how investing in it can help you grow your money for long-lasting wealth. That's the purpose of this webinar. To help you understand how the US stock market works, how you can begin your investment journey, and how you can grow your finances for long-lasting wealth, so that you can attain that financial freedom that you solely desire, to help you build a solid investment portfolio that can help you fund your dreams. First of all, who am I and what qualifies me to teach you how to invest your money? So you might be wondering that, who is this guy and why do I think he's the right person to show me what I need to learn? Let me do a brief introduction. My name is Nathaniel Disu, and I'm a financial market analyst and a personal finance educator. So basically what I do is that I show individuals how to make good use of their finances, and I also show them how they can invest their money in the financial market. Currently, I work as an investment research analyst at AfriInvest West Africa Limited. AfriInvest is one of the leading financial services company based in Lagos. They're into investment banking, asset management, securities, investment research, and everything. So basically, I work in a company that guides people on how to invest their money and what to do with their money. So I'm the guy that gives expert insights and analysis on market trends to help individuals and organizations to make great investment decisions. I don't just give expert insights and analysis. I put my hard-earned money where my mouth is. So I'm not just the person that will just talk and talk and talk without practicing it myself. So I've passed through this journey myself. I'm still passing through this journey myself. So investing is an unending thing. Investing is an unending thing. It's not something that you just start and you stop. It's a continuous thing. So I've been an active investor in the US stock market since 2024. Since 2020 rather, which is about 5 years now, 4 years accounting. Now take a look at some of my personal stock portfolio in the last year, just in 2024. These are some of the stocks that gave me great performance just last year. So Tesla gave me about 93% gain, Nvidia 52.7% gain, and Palantir over 132% gain. So I invest in both US and Nigerian stocks. So Nigerian stocks, some of them, and these details are actually outdated in the sense that the current reality of these stocks, for example, Transcorp is now over 220 something percent returns. So these are not even, so if I even show you the current performance, they've even gone beyond this. So this just shows the opportunities that exist in the stock market, which we'll be discussing and focusing on. So over 24,000 people follow me across social media to learn about personal finance, investment, money management, and financial intelligence. So beyond this webinar, if you want to learn more from me, you can just follow me on Facebook. You can just get a screenshot of this to know how my page looks like. Nathaniel, so just give me a follow. You can also reach out to me on other social media platforms to get to learn more about your personal finances. So every year I host in-person trainings at Radisson Blue Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. It's my major flagship training program where I teach people in details about personal finance that investing. It's a full day session. I've also authored 3 books on finance and investing. So beyond just teaching, beyond just holding trainings, I also author books. I've authored 3 books on personal finance, financial guide for salary earners, financial guide for online entrepreneurs, and also the stock market millionaire, the book I wrote to teach Nigerians how to invest in the US stock market. Also, beyond all this, I get invites regularly from top TV stations in Nigeria, TVC, Arise, and channels to share insights on financial matters to viewers. As a matter of fact, this week that we're entering, I would be on Channels TV again to talk about the economy and finances. So this made my most recent appearance at Channels TV. This also me at Arise TV last year, talking about the stock market performance. And this was me a couple of years ago in TVC when I was talking about my book, Stock Market Millionaire. Oh, last I forgot also, I got a special invite to attend the 60th birthday celebration of Tony Elum, because I was a part of the beneficiary of the Tony Milu partnership grant. So we got an invite to share his birthday celebrations with him. Okay, that's all. Yeah, enough about me. All these I just did was just to show you that everything that you're going to be learning from me are tested and trusted. Just to show you that I know what I'm doing and I'm the right person to guide you on this information. So let's get down to the business of today. Now, here's what we are going to cover for today's webinar. We're going to learn what the stock market is all about. We're going to learn why should you invest in the US stock market. Because you might be wondering that, okay, what's so special about the US stock market? Why should we invest in the US stock market? So I'm going to be showing you that also. Then I'm going to be showing you how you can make money from the stock market, how to buy US stocks from Nigeria and start growing your money for long-lasting wealth. Because I've been in this industry for a while, and a lot of persons still don't know that they can have access to the US stock market from Nigeria. They don't still know that right from Nigeria you can have access to US stocks and build long-lasting wealth. At least I've showed you my personal portfolio, and I'm still in Nigeria, so it shows that these things are possible. These things are tried and tested, and there are results to show for it. Then things you should know before investing in US stock market. So those are the things we're going to cover for today's webinar. So let's dive in fully. What is the stock market? What is the stock market? But before we continue, just to be sure that we are still on the same page. If you can hear me, if you are learning, just type in the comment section, I am learning. Just to be sure that we are on the same page, just type I am learning. If you can still listen to me, if you've been paying rapt attention, just type I am learning. Go to the comment section and type I am learning. Okay, Uche Fidelis, I am learning. Just type it, I am learning. Just to be sure that we all are on the same page. Okay, thank you. So before we talk about what the stock market is, it's better to start from what the stock market is not. So that you don't just get the wrong ideology of what the stock market is. You might be thinking that, oh, the stock market is this, meanwhile, that's not what it's all. Let's just sort out the negatives. So the stock market is not a lottery. It's not a lottery. The stock market is not sports betting. It's not something that you gamble on. It's not something that you put 100 naira and hoping to cash out 1 million naira. No. The stock market is not just a place where people lose money. Yes, there are some risks attached to investing in stocks, but there are far more opportunities for great rewards if you know what you are doing. So the rewards far outweigh the risk attached to the stock market. The stock market does not run on luck. So it's not just kalo. It's not just okay, if it eats, if it doesn't eat. No. Obviously, there are some times that the market tends to be unpredictable, but despite that, smart investors don't just gamble. They make calculated moves. They study the market, they study the companies they're investing in, and they make an investment decision. And which is what I'll be guiding you in today's webinar. Now that we've sorted out or trashed out the negatives, now let's focus on the positive. What is the stock market all about? The stock market is a market where publicly traded companies like Google, Amazon, and the likes, they sell pieces of those companies, which are called stocks or shares, to people like you and me. So it's a market where you can buy shares of companies. Just like, for example, I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria, and in Lagos, we have different markets for different things. We have different markets for different things. So if you want to buy clothes or accessories, there's a particular market that you go to. If you want to buy foodstuffs, there are particular markets that you go to. So also it is with the stock market. It's a market, but instead of physically everybody just going and buying shares of companies, technology has made things easier. So with just your smartphone, with a trading application, with an investment app, you can access the market, make a buying decision, make a selling decision. Now, when you buy shares of a company, you own small part of that company. And as the company grows, your investment grow also. Investing in shares or buying shares of company, it's like owning a slice of a pie that you can get bigger over time. Now, let's just take some examples. Let's say you go for a birthday party of your friend or your colleague. You go for a birthday party, and during the party, there's a big cake which they are to share. You would agree with me that they would not just give the entire cake to just one person. What they tend to do at birthday parties is that they will cut the cake into different smaller pieces and share it round so that each person can have a feel or a taste of the cake. So that at the end of the day, you can tell or you can describe what the cake tastes like. Whether it's a red velvet cake, whether it's a banana cake, whether it's a chocolate cake, whether it's a vanilla cake, you know what it tastes like. So that's how it is with shares of companies. You are owning smaller pieces or different pieces, just a part or a fraction of the entire company. And anyone that owns and buys shares of companies are called shareholders. They are called shareholders. Now, why should you invest in the US stock market? What makes the US stock market special? One of the things, as a Nigerian, one of the things that makes the US stock market special is that your investment is in dollars. And for me, this is the biggest flex as a Nigerian. Obviously, at this stage, I don't need to start explaining the reason why you should have a form of foreign currency or the other. We know what's happening with our base currency, which is naira. So having some form of investment, because everybody always talk earn in dollars, make money in dollars, and the likes. Now, not everybody might have the opportunity to make money in dollars, but now you have the opportunity to invest and get returns in dollars. So how it works is that you fund your account, you make a deposit in naira, it gets converted to dollars through that same app, and you can begin your investment journey. Your investment grows gradually in US dollars. And when it's time to maybe liquidate your account or just to sell off your stocks and live on the rewards, by the time you've earned returns in dollars, when you've earned returns in dollars rather, by the time you would convert it to back to naira, due to the exchange rate differences, you would see that your investment has gained much value. Another benefit of investing in the US stock market is that you get access to profiting from the growth of global companies. You get the opportunity to profit from the growth of global companies. So with the US stock market, you can profit from the growth of companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and the likes, even Tesla. So many amazing companies in the US. You get the opportunity to profit from their growth. Another thing which I love, which is one of the most biggest reasons why I love investing in the US stock market, is that your investment is liquid. Now, what this means is that you have full control of your investment. You can deposit your funds, you can withdraw at any time you want. You can buy your shares, you can sell your shares at any time you want. So that gives you full control of your investment. It gives you full control of your investment. And less for me, that is power. Having full control of over your investment is power. And this is the biggest part of it all. This is the biggest part of it all. The barrier to entry for investing in US stocks is low. The barrier for entry is low. So typically, you don't need to have a whole lot of money for you to get started. You don't need to have 500,000 or 1 million naira before you can get started investing in US stocks. With as low as $20, $10, or even $5, you can get started buying shares of any company that you want. As long as you have a decent form of income, as long as you are making money, as long as you have a good source of income, a consistent source of income, you can invest in the US stock market. So obviously, the higher the money that you have, the more the opportunities. Because let's be honest, there's no need sugarcoating anything. Let's be honest, if you just have $20 to invest, there's little opportunities that you can access with just that $20. But it's a good place to start from. The most important thing is to start. It's a good place to start from. So if you have 100,000 naira to get started, if you have 300,000, if you have 500,000 to get started, if you have 1 million naira to get started, it's good. It's better. The higher your money, the better your investment chance, the better the decisions that you make. But that should not be a barrier. So you don't need to say that, okay, I don't have 1 million, so I cannot do anything. Oh, I have 500,000, I cannot do anything. Oh, I have 100,000, I cannot do anything. No. Even with your 10,000, you can start. You can start. That is the most important thing, to start. So once you start, you can now gradually scale up your investment. So let's say you start with 10,000 naira or you start with 30,000 naira. The day you have 100,000 naira, you add to your investment. The day you have 70,000 naira, you add to your investment. The day you have 250,000, you add to your investment. And the day you make so much money from your business or you get bigger job opportunities, whenever you have 500,000, you add to it. So that's the beauty of investing in the US stock market. The barrier to entry is low and you can continue investing. And that's where compound investing comes into play. You add more to that which you started investing. So the US stock market is not just for the rich people alone. No, anybody can play in that market. As long as you have a stable and a consistent source of income, you can get a share of the pie. There's no paperwork needed. You don't need to fill any form. You don't need to sign any document. All you need is your smartphone, internet connection, and knowledge of the companies that you want to invest in. Just like I said previously, it's easier to compound. It's easier to compound. Now imagine you buying $20 worth of Apple shares every month. Imagine you do that. You are buying every month, you are buying $20, $20, $20. If you do that for 3 years, for 5 years, coupled with the growth of those stocks, of that stock, it would see you at the end of the day, you see that you've invested a whole lot of money and you are seeing the good rewards in time. Like I said previously, that you started with maybe a little amount, maybe $20 or so, that doesn't mean that's all you need. So you don't say that, okay, I've invested $20, that's all, I don't need to do anything. No, you can always add more to your investments. The bigger your investments, the better for you. Almost all ultra rich people have their wealth tied to shares of companies, which is what we talked about at the beginning. The rich folks, they have their wealth tied to shares of companies. So this should show you all that you need to know, that there's something so special about investing in stocks. There's something special about investing in US stocks, which you need to be a part of. Now let's go to the meat of this discussion. How do you make money in the US stock market? Which I believe is what everybody wants to hear. It is what everybody wants to listen to. How do you make money from the US stock market? So before we proceed again, just be sure, are you learning? Are you learning? If you are learning, just type I am learning. If you've been learning a lot from this discussion, just type I am learning. I am learning. Just type it in the comment section. I am learning. Let's go quickly. If you are still learning, just type I am learning. If you are gaining a lot, if you are getting value, just make a comment. Yes, I am learning. I'm learning. Yes, I am learning good because you are teaching good, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let's proceed. There are two basic ways you can grow your money and get returns on your investment in the stock market. There are only two ways. There's no other way. There's no other way. One is share price appreciation, and the other one is dividends. Share price appreciation and dividends. Those are the two ways to get returns on your investments in the stock market. Now, you may be wondering, what is share price appreciation? What does it mean? And how does this make me money? What is share price appreciation? Share price appreciation is when the value of the shares you own in a company goes up over time. Share price appreciation is when the value of the shares that you own in a company goes up over time. Remember, I said that when you buy shares of the company, you own a small part of that company. And as the company grows, your investment can grow too. So let's say you bought shares of Tesla for when Tesla was trading at $30, for example. Let's say that's when you bought Tesla shares. Now Tesla shares has already grown and it is now trading at $50. So from that $30 to that $50, there has been an increase in share price, appreciation in share price. So depending on the percentage of from 30 to 50, your investment has also grown. The share price of that stock has grown. That's share price appreciation. So when you decide that, okay, I've seen so much results, I've seen so much gains in this stock, I want to sell my shares. By the time you sell it, then you see the profit. To make you understand better, think about those that do business, for example. Let's say you are into phone sales of phones. So you bought, let's say you bought, okay, let's just give example, phone accessories, pouch, screen guard, and the likes, charger. So let's say you bought a pouch, you're a wholesaler, you bought pouch, wholesale price at 500 naira, for example, and you decide that, okay, I'll be selling it for 2,000 naira. So by the time you make a sale of that pouch, you've made 1,500 naira as profit, because you are selling at a price higher than that at which you bought it. I hope we are learning now. Share price appreciation. The price of the stock gains in value, it goes up in value. So with that, your investment also goes up in value. So the bigger the amount you invest in, the bigger your profit. The bigger the amount you invest in, the bigger your profit. And that's why I said earlier on that when you have enough funds, it makes investing easier. So let's just do a little bit of exercise just to juggle our brain a bit. Just a little bit of exercise. So let's say May and John, we are both investing in the US stock market. So I bought shares of Tesla when Tesla was trading at $50. I invested 200,000 naira. And John bought Tesla shares at that same time, but he invested just 50,000 naira. So I invested 200,000 naira, John invested 50,000 naira. Now, Tesla shares has grown from $50 to $100. That is 100%. So because me and John bought Tesla shares at the same time, we also have 100% returns on our investment. Now, from 200,000 naira, 100% of 200,000 naira is how much? While 100% of 50,000 naira is how much? What is 100% of 200,000 naira? And what is 100% of 50,000 naira? So if you look at it, the amount that I would get as profit on my investment is not the same thing as John. Why? Because I invested higher amount than John. John only invested 50,000 naira. I invested 200,000 naira. We both bought the stock at the same time. At the same time. So 100% of 200,000 naira is what? It's 400,000 naira. While 100% of 50,000 naira is 100,000 naira. So if you now look at the actual value of the profit, we both got 100% at the same time. We sold at the same time. But John's profit is just 50,000 naira, while my profit is 200,000 naira. We bought the stock at the same time. We got the same percentage profit. We sold at the same time, but my profit is bigger than John's profit. Why? Because I invested more money. So you see it now. The bigger the amount you invest, the bigger your profit. Now, like I said already, it's not that you say, okay, because I don't have 200,000 now, I cannot get started. No, you get started with what you have, then you continuously do it over time. Over time, you scale up over time. So doing this over time would gradually increase your stock portfolio because you're adding more money to it, and the increase in the money is giving you bigger profits and bigger profits. So that's how to play in the US stock market when it comes to capital appreciation. So it's like buying a piece of land for 500,000 naira, for example, and a few years later, due to development in that area, the value of the land is now worth 2 million naira. So if you decide to sell that land at that time, you have a profit of 1.5 billion naira. So it's in a similar way with the stock market. The stock market works in a similar way when it comes to capital appreciation. That's one of the ways to make profits in the US stock market. That's one of the ways to get returns in the US stock market. Does this make sense? We've been learning, does this make sense? If it makes sense, just type in the comment section, it makes sense. Does this make sense? Quickly, just type it in the comment section. It makes sense. It makes sense. Does this make sense? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yes, I can see it. It makes sense. I can see that comment. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm glad that you all are learning. I'm glad that you are learning. I'm glad that you are learning. Now, unlike land, which takes years to appreciate, the US stock market can give you returns much faster. Sometimes it can happen within months or within days, depending on the market condition at per time. So if you're investing when the market is really, really good, you tend to see your returns happen faster and quicker. But you're investing when the market is not too good, it takes a longer time for you to get your returns. But overall, you keep on investing time and time and time again. That's how to see good rewards, good returns on investment. Whether in the bad season of the market, you keep on investing. In the good season of the market, you keep on investing. Over time, just like a graph, just like a graph, over time, it grows, it grows, it grows. The stock market is not a get rich quick scheme. So if that's why you are here, then you need to exit this webinar. The stock market is not a get rich quick scheme. While some returns can happen faster, some returns can take a while, depending on the kind of company you've invested in, depending on the sector in which that company operates, and depending on the nature of the market at that time. Just like land, for example, you would agree with me that anybody that invests in land, you would agree with me that you don't just get the same results everywhere. There are some lands that you buy today, and maybe within 1 month, 2 months, the value has gone up because there's quick development happening in that area. Why there are some lands, depending on the location, there are some places that you go and buy land, and even 2 years, 3 years, you will not see any tangible reward in that in that location. So that's just how it is with the stock market too. While sometimes you can get faster results, sometimes it can take a while, depending on the nature of the market per time. Once again, let's just do a brief recap. If you invested 100,000 naira on the 1st of January 2024, any of these stocks, these are the kind of performances you would have gotten at the end of 10 months. Now you can see that each of these stocks, the returns differs. It's not the same thing. the returns differs. The return of Tesla is not the same thing as Nvidia, is not the same thing as Apple. So it shows that different stocks can give different results. Different stocks can give different results. Now, let's talk about the second way you can get returns on your investments in the stock market. So we've talked about share price appreciation, and at times it can also be called capital appreciation. So at times you might hear capital appreciation, at times you might hear share price appreciation. They all mean the same thing. They all mean the same thing. Now, going to the second one, dividends. Dividends is the second way to see profits or returns in the US stock market. Now, what are dividends? What does dividend mean? What are dividends? So I like to define dividends as a kind of reward system. Yes, it's a kind of reward system. A kind of reward system. Dividends are like, it's just like the company saying thank you for investing in our company. So there are periodic payments that the companies give to their investors, who are also called shareholders. So when a company makes profit, they retain a majority of the earnings to invest back into the business, while a percentage of that earnings they share to shareholders. So dividends are part payment of the profit made by a company for a particular period that is paid to shareholders. I'll come again. Dividends are part payments made by the company to shareholders for investing in the company within a certain period of time. So like I said, it's just more like a reward system, because everybody investing into a particular company, we are all stakeholders, we are all shareholders. So whenever the company makes profits, the revenue has been great, so much sales, profit has been amazing. A way of rewarding investors, they give a percentage of the company to shareholders, payments, while the majority part of the earnings, they reinvest it back into the company. So that the company makes more money, gets bigger profits, and give bigger dividends. So owning shares of companies that pays dividends is like owning a shop in a mall. It's not like owning a shop in a mall. So let's say, let me use a popular shopping mall in Lagos. So let's say Ikeja City Mall, for example. The owners of Ikeja City Mall are making a whole lot of money, crazy money. Because imagine how much all these shops are paying as rent per year. Imagine how much they are paying per year. So the rental income is just like dividends. So it's more like the tenant telling the landlord that, okay, landlord, thank you for giving me your shop to rent. So every year they pay rent. Every year they pay rent. So that's an income for the owner of the shop. So that's how it is in similar way with the stock market. You invest your money in a company, the company is doing well, the company is making good profits, amazing profits, and the directors of the company, they decide that, okay, thank you, Nathaniel, for investing in our company. This is your share from the profit that we made in 2024. Thank you, Shade, for investing in our company. This is your share from the profits we made in 2024. Thank you, Fidelis, for investing in our company. This is your percentage. So that's how it works. However, it's important to note that not all companies in the US stock market pay dividends. Not all companies pay dividends. The ones that pay are those companies that have grown over time. So with that, they will have enough resources to be able to pay out dividends. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? If it makes sense, type again in the comment section. This makes sense. If it makes sense, type again in the comment section that this makes sense. Just type it, this makes sense. Just type it, this makes sense. Are you with me? Let's go. Type it, this makes sense. This makes sense. Okay, can see some responses. I'm glad you are learning. Now let's continue. When it comes to investing in the US stock market, it's best advised to invest in capital appreciation stocks. That's where you would see the bigger reward when it comes to investing in the US stock market. Capital appreciation stocks is where you would get the bigger and better rewards. With capital appreciation stocks, you can get 100%, 300%, 500%, and in some cases, you can even get up to 1000% growth in the share price. So just like with the example that I gave you, showing you the portfolio that are different stocks gave different performance in terms of their returns. So that's how it is also. Capital appreciation stocks, that's where you see the bigger reward. Now, there's nothing wrong with having dividend stocks, but in the US, for you to profit better from dividend stocks, for you to see really good returns, really good dividends, you need to have tens of thousands of dollars. So you need a whole lot of money to get significant returns when it comes to dividends. But with capital appreciation stocks, you don't need a lot per se. But once again, rule of thumb, the bigger your money, the better your investment. The bigger your money, the better your investment. Now, let's proceed to the other part of the discussion that I know that a lot of persons have been itching to hear. How to buy US stocks from Nigeria and start growing your wealth, growing your money for long-term wealth. How do you get started? How do you buy US stocks? How do you get started? From Nigeria. Buying US stocks from Nigeria is as easy as transferring money from one bank to another. It's as easy as transferring money from one bank to another. As long as you can make a transaction, you can transfer money from your Kuda to your OPay, from your OPay to your PalmPay. As long as you can do that, then you have what it takes to buy US stocks. You don't need any paperwork. You don't need any physical broker. You don't need to go anywhere. Every buying and selling decisions happen right with your smartphone. Every buying and selling decision happens with your smartphone. So this is the app that I would recommend that you use to buy US stocks, because this is the app that I use and it's what I would recommend for you. So the name of the app is Optimus by AfriInvest. Optimus by AfriInvest. So Optimus by AfriInvest is a fintech app that helps you buy US stocks from your phone. So with the Optimus app, you can also invest in mutual funds. You can also save. So there are other features that help you to grow your money. But our focus is on the US stock aspect of the app. So how it works is that you go to your app store, whether you're using Android, whether you're using Apple, iPhone, just go to your app store and search Optimus by AfriInvest. Optimus by AfriInvest. So download the app, register by filling your accurate details. So the process is very, very simple and easy. process is very simple. So just once you've registered, just fill in your details. You will ask for your name, date of birth, and every other information, just as how you make registrations. Then there will be a portion for the referral code. Kindly use my referral code. Kindly use my referral code. GB15G. That's my referral code. So you can just screenshot this part so that you don't miss it out. So kindly use my referral code GB15G. GB15G. So use the referral code to complete your registration and you are good to go. So while in your registration process, they would ask for your BVN. So the purpose of your BVN is just to verify your identity. They are not going to have access to your account, no. It's just to verify your identity. So this is a legal procedure in Nigeria. Anything that has to do with money, that has to do with finance, you will need your BVN. If you want to open a new bank account, you will need your BVN. So it's just to validate your identity so that it is not John that is registering and it is Mary that has the BVN, just to ensure that the identity matches together. So once you've done with your registration, so the referral code once again is GB15G. G for gun, G for gun, B for ball, 15, 15, then G for Gary. G for Gary, B for beans, 15, G for Gary. So just screenshot this portion. You would be able to continue it later. Just screenshot this part. So once you're done with your registration and your registration is approved, you need to make a deposit to fund your investment portfolio. Like I said already, the beauty of investing in stocks is that the barrier to entry is low. The beauty of investing in stocks is that the barrier to entry is low. You don't need to have 100,000, you don't need to have 500,000, you don't need to have 1 million before you can buy. But obviously, the bigger your money, the better your returns. So whichever amount that you deem comfortable or you're comfortable with, just make a deposit into your account so that you can begin buying stocks. So once your deposited money has already reflected, you would need on the app, you need to swap your naira to dollars for you to be able to buy stocks. So there's a separate video that I've done a kind of recording that shows you the step-by-step process on how to navigate the app. So once you've made a deposit, to swap your naira to dollars, there's a function in the app. It's a very simple app. Trust me, it's a very easy to go app. Like I said, as long as you can make transactions transfer on your phone, you can invest in US stocks. So just go to the app, go to the wallet section, you see fund, you see transfer, swap to dollars. You do that. Once that is done, the US stock market stocks option will be shown and you can begin investing in the US stock market. So just follow through the process. It's very easy to understand. You can just screenshot your screen to get the guidelines accordingly. So quick question before we press forward. I'd like to ask a quick question before we continue. So far with what you've learned, has it been a time well invested? So far with all you've learned so far, has it been a time well invested? Let's type it in the comment section. Has it been a time well invested? Have you wasted your time here or you've seen good reward of your time? You are getting a lot, you are learning a lot. Has it been a time well invested so far? Let's make it snappy. Type in the comment section. Yes, that's been a time well invested. I've learned a lot. So let's do a brief recap. So far, we've covered what is the US stock, what is the stock market. We've talked about that. We've talked about why you should invest in the US stock market. We've talked about that. And also, we've talked about how you can make money from the stock market. Like I said there are two ways to make profits in the US stock market, either through capital appreciation or through dividends. And we talked about what capital appreciation is all about and what dividends is all about. Now, I've also shown you how you can buy US stocks from Nigeria and start growing your money. We've talked about the app you need to use and how to get started. Now, at this stage, we are going to talk about things you should know before investing in the US stock market. What do you need to know before you get started investing in stocks? We've talked about the app, but beyond just the app, what do you need to know before investing in the US stock market? Now, listen carefully. Before you drop your hard-earned money on any stock and begin investing, there are key things you must know. There are key things you must know that you need to know to become a successful investor in the stock market, in the US stock market. Now, one of the things you need to know and understand is what makes share price to change. I gave example when talking about capital appreciation stocks. I said if you buy Tesla stocks at $50 and now it's now trading at $100, see some profits. Now it might be, have you thought about it, or just to be curious, what made the share price to move from $50 to $100? What happened? And that's one of the things you need to know. Because without understanding what makes the share price to change, you are just doing guesswork. You are just doing trial and error. You are just gambling. And this is not an investment strategy. So you really need to have understanding of what makes share price to change. Now, the second thing you need to understand is what exactly am I investing in? What exactly am I investing in? Because owning a stock, buying shares of a company, it means you are owning a piece of that business. You are a shareholder in that company. You're a part owner of that company. So if you don't have an idea of how the business is operating, how do you expect to see profit on your investment? We talked about dividends, and we said dividends is part profits that the company makes that's paid to shareholders. So if you don't know how the company makes money, how do you expect to get better dividends? So you need to know what happens that share price changes, what changes the share price, and also you need to understand what you are investing in, the kind of company you are investing in, how they make money, what business do they do. Then the third thing you need to understand is the role of timing. Knowing when to buy, knowing when to sell, knowing when to hold can be the difference between profit making and regret. Knowing when to buy a stock, when is the right time to buy a stock? Knowing when to sell a stock, when is the ideal time to sell a stock? And knowing when to hold onto your stock. That, okay, it's not time to sell, let me keep on holding. This can be the major difference between profits and regrets, and so much more. There are so many other things you need to learn and you need to know of before investing in US stocks. Now, if I have to be honest, we can't cover everything in less than 1 hour. As a matter of fact, we spent roughly 1 hour. Even if we add 2 hours extra, we'll still be scratching the surface because there's a whole lot to learn. There's a whole lot you need to know about investing in US stocks. And the truth is, if you really want this knowledge to sink, because there are a lot of persons that are here that This is the first time that you're hearing about these things. And there's some people here, they've heard about these things before, but this is like a repetition. They're still trying to assimilate and understand it fully well. So if you really want this knowledge to sink in so that you have full understanding of investing in stocks, you can play the stock market game adequately, we need to spend more time together. We need to spend more time together. So now, that being said, we have two choices to make. You have two choices to make at this stage. Now, the first one is for you to do it all by yourself. For you to do it all by yourself, that okay, if you learned a lot from this workshop, you know what it takes, you want to get started, you sort things out your own. Or the other one is that okay, I've learned all you said, I'm getting some value, I'm understanding this thing, but I still need your guidance. But I still need your guidance. I gave an example earlier on talking about buying lands, everything. Investing in the stock market is a similar way to buying land. Don't just go to any random and just buy. I know, yes, real estate investors or realtors will say buy push, and then yes, that's true, but there's a context to it. I believe nobody will just go to Sambisa Forest and say they say we should buy bush, they say we should buy land. I want to buy 10 plots of land in Sambisa Forest. No. So there are ideal locations for you to buy lands. So there are some lands that you buy that you are going to be really profitable. You are going to see good rewards in time. Why there are some lands that you buy that it takes a lot of time for you to get good rewards. Why? Because there's not so much development in that area. So that's how it is with stocks too. The fact that it's not all lands that are that profitable, it's not all stocks that are also profitable. You need to know the kind of companies to invest in and the kind of companies not to invest in. Now, if you decide that, okay, Nathaniel, I don't want to do it all by my own, all by myself. I don't just want to navigate this journey on my own. You've been in this market space for a while since 2020, so you have a lot of experience. You know what it takes. I would need your guidance. So if this is the decision you are making, let me now show you what you would get if you go for my guidance. One of the things that you would get is with my guidance is that you get proven strategies on how to search for profitable stocks to buy. You get proven strategies on how to search for profitable stocks to buy. You get to know the kind of companies to buy, get to know the kind of companies to invest in. Another thing you also need to know of is timing techniques. Knowing when exactly to buy, when exactly to hold, when exactly to sell your stocks, so that you are not just second guessing, you are not just gambling, you are not just doing guesswork. Another thing you need to know of is that there are some tools that help make your investment decisions better, because everything relies on information. Investing is information. So how do you get the right information? Where do you get the right information? So there are some tools, there are some platforms that help you get the right information to know which kind of companies to invest in, or to know how the companies that you've invested in, how they are performing. Another thing you will get to learn is that you'll be able to confidently invest in US stocks on your own. and get good returns in dollars. You'll be able to know the right companies to go for, the right stocks to buy, and begin your investment journey and scaling up with time. You would have good practical understanding of the US stock market. These are the things that you will learn. These are the things that you will get to understand with my guidance. If you have to do it on your own, do it yourself, it might take a lot of time. There are some mistakes that are avoidable that you might eventually encounter. But with my guidance, with the right guidance, you get to know, okay, these are the things you need to avoid. You don't need to pass through this route before you learn. It's not needed. Those are the things you get to learn when you get my guidance. Also, other things that you get to learn, you get to know the kind of stocks to buy in 2025. Because 2025 is an amazing year. So many things are happening when it comes to the US stock market, when it comes to the US economy. There's a new president already, Donald Trump. He has been re-elected back in office. So there are so many things that you need to know. There are so many things that you need to know. The kind of companies that would be in favor with a Donald Trump administration. All these things are what you're going to learn with my guidance and so much more. Now, the question to you is, do you want my guidance? Do you want my guidance? If you want my guidance, just type it in the comment section. I want your guidance. I want your guidance. Do you want my guidance? Do you want me to hold you by the hand to navigate the investment journey together? So type it in the comment section. Do you want my guidance? Do you want my guidance? Quickly. And say, I want your guidance. Do you want my guidance, or do you want to do it yourself? So this is a part of the discussion, part of the workshop of the webinar, that you get to make a decision for yourself. You've been learning for the past hour plus. Now at this stage, do you want to do it by yourself, or do you want my guidance? Okay, you want my guidance? Oh, good. So if yes, you want my guidance, it's my pleasure to introduce you to something I call the Stock Market Millionaire Academy. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the Stock Market Millionaire Academy. The Stock Market Millionaire Academy. So the Stock Market Millionaire Academy is an online school I created to help career or business professionals to grow their money and build long-lasting wealth through investing in the Nigerian and US stock market. So whether you've invested before or this is your first time investing, this academy would give you the right knowledge and the right guidance to make smart investment decisions, to help you make smart and good investment decision. So here's how I'm going to guide you. I can see a lot of you said you want my guidance. I can see you say you want my guidance. Now this is how I'm going to guide you to help you make good investment decision. So the first way is that I've recorded a series of videos that will help you walk through everything you need to know on the stock market. What you need to know about how price moves in the stock market. What are the factors that influence the rise of share price? What happens that share price moves from one place to another? How to navigate your journey in the stock market, the kind of companies to look out for, the kind of companies to buy, the sectors you need to invest in. All these have been recorded in a series of videos to give you that step-by-step guidance. Now, in case you've been wondering, how do I know the right stocks to buy? I can see some of you in the comment section wondering, okay, which kind of companies should I invest in? Which kind of stocks should I buy? I'm a beginner. What company should I invest in? How do I know the profitable stocks? What apps do I need to research and everything? How do I set up my Optimus account? How do I buy my first stocks? These are the things you get to learn. There's a section in the academy that covers all this in detail. There's a section of these video courses that covers all these things in detail. So another thing that you would benefit from the Stock Market Millionaire Academy is that every once a month, every third Saturday, I do have strategy session with those in the mentorship community, those in the Stock Market Millionaire Academy. So once a month, every third Saturday, I have live discussions with them, showing them what's the current trend in the market, what are the things you need to know about, what's currently happening, and how do you navigate your journey. Because this is the biggest thing you would get in the academy. It's very easy to start, but that journey, that okay, you've already started, how do you navigate your way? That's the hardest part, and that's the most important that you need to get to learn about. So every third Saturday, once a month, we usually have strategy session, live strategy session. You join 48 others, live Q&A sessions, market insights, the stocks that are currently doing well, the stocks that we are on the lookout for, the stocks that we are considering, the stocks that we need to sell off, the stock that we need to improve. So all these things are what you get to benefit from the strategy live Q&A sessions, so that you are never left in the dark. So you need to know when market shifts. Because I see a lot of persons, they would say that I bought stock in this one company, la la la, and I did not see anything. No, the market had already moved, but they didn't know about it. And that's what you are going to benefit mostly in the academy. Now, these are some of the testimonials of those who've participated in my trainings before, those who have been a part of the academy in previous editions and the like. So these are some of the, now I've showed you my personal, some of the personal wins I've got in my portfolio. Now, these are some from my, from the students in the academy. So down the years, these are different returns that you've seen, different stocks, different returns, and the likes. Now, going on to the third thing that you get to benefit from the academy. The third thing that you get to benefit from the academy is that you have access to an exclusive community of like-minded investors. You get access to an exclusive community of like-minded investors, people who are dedicated to wealth building just like you. So it's a community you get to learn from. One person, another person gets to learn from you also. And I get to also learn from those in my community. So I don't have all the knowledge alone. There's sometimes that I also learn from them. So these are the things that you get to benefit from when you get access to the academy. Now, here comes the icing on the cake. Here comes the icing on the cake. There's something I do say when I teach people, that personal finance and investing, they go hand in hand together. Personal finance and investing, they go hand in hand together. You cannot separate personal finance from investing. So there's a section of the recorded videos that is strictly about personal finance, that shows you how you can position yourself to make more money. How you can position yourself to make more money. What are the things you need to do to increase your income? Because the more money you make, the better your investment decisions. So these are the things that you also get to benefit from as a bonus when you get access to the Stock Market Millionaire Academy. Now, you may be asking, maybe wondering, what's the enrollment fee to the Stock Market Millionaire Academy? How do you be a part of the academy? What's the enrollment fee? So the enrollment fee for the academy is 150,000 naira only. That's the enrollment fee for the academy. The reason why is that it's so that we get people who are really serious and committed to growing their wealth, because not everybody that is fully committed. So this is done to ensure that people stay committed to building their wealth journey together. However, there's a special deal for anyone who joins the academy today. There's a special deal for anyone who joins the academy today. So special deal for you. How many of you want this special deal? If you want the special deal, just type it in the comment section. I want the special deal. Let's go quickly. Let's go quickly. If you want this special deal to be a part of this community, to be a part of the academy, type I want special deal. I want special deal. Let's go quickly. If you want the special deal, type it I want special deal. You said you want my guidance, so if you want this special deal, just type it I want special deal. Okay, I can see Jude saying I want it. Who else wants this special deal to be a part of the academy? Okay, Etuk, I want the special deal. So here's the special deal for you. Admission fee into the Stock Market Millionaire Academy would be going for just 100,000 naira. That's the special deal for you. So with that, I've saved you 50,000 naira in cash, which you can use to add to your portfolio to even begin your investment journey. Now, you may just think about this briefly. Investing 100,000 naira in getting the knowledge that could save you a mistake, save you from making a mistake that you could lose maybe some couple of millions, is great. It's more like the best investment you can get. Just like the famous Benjamin Franklin says that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest or pays the best dividend. So even before you begin your investment journey, practically investing in that knowledge, investing in that guidance would give you the best return. So enough said. Now it's time for you to enroll to be a part of the academy. So open your bank app or your payment app, get ready, because I'm going to do a fastest finger reward for quick persons who can make significant access to get into the community. So fastest finger reward for the first 40 persons to make payment in the next 72 hours. We have a lot of persons in the WhatsApp group. We have a lot of persons right here on the workshop. So the first 40 persons would pay 65,000 naira to have access to the academy. So instead of 150,000 naira, instead of 100,000 naira, you get access for just 65,000 naira only if you are among the first 40 persons. If you are among the first 40 persons to make payments right now, you would also get 5 stocks you can buy right now that have potential for growth in 2025. So you get access to 5 stocks you can get started with immediately that have potential for growth in 2025. So this is how to make your payments. This is how to have access into the academy. This is the bank details showing on your screen. The bank details is showing on your screen. It's Koda Bank 2,552,354. So open your bank app immediately. Fastest fingers first. Make a transfer of 65,000 to these bank details and send a WhatsApp message. Send of payment, what to the WhatsApp message showing on your screen. 08066795206. Once your payment have been made, you'll be given direct access to the academy. So fastest fingers, fastest fingers. This is bank details showing on your screen. You want to be among the first 40 to benefit, to get access to the academy. The discounted price, the discounted fee is 65,000 naira only. 65,000 naira only. So just open your bank app, make payments into these bank details, send the proof of payment to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. Fastest fingers first. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So if you've made payment, comment paid. Type in paid on the comment section if you've made payment to get access to the academy. Fastest fingers first. Let's go. Let's go. So the bank details is still showing on your screen. It's Kuda Bank 2000552354. Kuda Bank, Nathaniel Dixon. You can get a screenshot so you don't miss out any digits. So let's go. You asked for my guidance. You asked for the special deal. Now, here's the special deal. Let's go quickly. Let's go quickly. So please take note, the discounted offer of 65,000 naira is only available to the first persons. It's only available to the first persons. So let's go quickly. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm never want this. You want this special deal? Here's the opportunity to get access to it. So for those who need the access, here's the payment information. Let's get access right now. Also, some person might be wondering that, okay, is there opportunity for instrumental payment? Is there opportunity for instrumental payment? Yes, there's opportunity for instrumental payment. There's opportunity for instrumental payment. So either you make the full 65,000 naira at once, or you just make the installment commitment fee of 40,000 naira, then you balance up the 25,000 naira. So let's get started. Let's get started. This is the way to get access into the academy. And like I made a decision that I'm not going to twist your arm, telling you stay doom tales of doom just in case if you really know. It's a decision that you need to make by yourself. So there's no need me cajoling you. Everyone is an adult here. So if you want something really important and you decide that this is what you want, you make the decision to get access to it. I've made some mistakes myself investing in the US stock market, and it's not important for you to, it's not necessary for you to pass through those same mistakes. That's why this academy exists, to guide you on how to make profitable investments in the US stock market. So if you feel that this is what you need, make a decision right away to get access into the academy. Make access into the academy. If you've made payments, just type it in the comment section. I've paid. Like I said, there's opportunity for you to make instrumental payments, to divide your payments into two, to make it more flexible for you to get started. Who else wants to get this deal? Who else wants to get this deal? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I really want to ensure as many persons as possible take advantage of this opportunity. It's going to be rewarding. I've showed you the opportunities that exist in the US stock market. I've shown you what's possible. Now it's important to get started and act immediately. No need cajoling anyone. We're all adults. So while we're still waiting for some persons to get access to the academy, I think a lot of us would have questions. So by the way, before I start answering some of your questions, like I said, I'm active on all social media platforms, so you can just search for me, Nathaniel Disu, to get to learn more from me even after the this workshop. So the payment details is still on your screen, but let's take some questions. Let's take some questions. Okay, someone said the referral code is not working. It is. Maybe you should try again. Maybe you should try again. Okay, Sadif TV, how can I be a part of the community, sir? Yeah, I've just given details on how you can be a part of the community. The discounted registration fee is 65,000 naira only for the first 40 persons to get access into the academy. So the payment details are on your screen. Kuda Bank 2,552,354. So the fee is just 65,000 now to get access to the academy and all that you benefit from it. I think I saw some questions. Okay, Emmanuel is saying, I know how to buy stocks, but I don't know how to analyze or choose a stock to buy. Oh, that's good. So that's where the academy comes in. That's where the academy comes in. You get to learn all this from the academy. Like I said, every third Saturday I have live sessions, a strategy session, Q&A session. So we get to discuss, we get to learn more. Does anyone have any other question? So the payment details is still on. Let me just type it again. Who else wants to be a part of the academy? So that's the details that have been posted on the screen. Who else wants to be a part of the academy? Okay, I can see another question. From Evantus. Please, how can I know the company that the share price has prof? Okay, how can I know the company that their share price have prospects for growth? So that's where the academy comes in. All this cannot be discussed in this webinar, in this workshop, because it's a lot you need to learn about, and that's why the academy is there. That's why the academy is there. Okay, Emmanuel Ogunlolo, which stock can one buy to invest gradually and grow the stock market? Like I said earlier on, or just now, getting access to the academy would give you all these benefits. You get to know the kind of companies to buy, and there are also recommendations that I would be giving. Okay, Rosemary is saying, what's the best app, please? So I already said that the app I'm recommending to use is Optimus by Afinvest. Optimus by Afinvest. That is the app that I use. That's the platform I use, and that's what I would recommend. Okay, you can see payment just now 65,000 naira. So if you've made payment, just type comment paid. Comment I've made payment. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Because someone has just made payments to be part of the academy. So 39% more to have access to this special discount, to this special offer. Okay, you can see some comments talking about the amount is too much. Okay, so okay, Ukoko John paid. Thank you very much. I can see your payments. So send a WhatsApp message to the phone number with your payment receipts, and you would be given access. So for those who are talking about the fee or trying to negotiate the fee, so this is the reality. And I don't need to sugarcoat anything for anyone. That's just the plain truth. Investing in the US stock market, there's a lot you need to know. That's just the basic truth. And like I said earlier on, buying stocks is the simplest thing, and that's the easiest thing. But knowing what to do after you've bought those stocks, that's the hardest thing. How do you navigate your way in the stock market? You've bought stocks. How do you manage those stocks? How do you manage those stocks? So that's where the real knowledge comes into play. And if I'm to give that guidance to you, it needs to be rewarding. I need to know that, okay, yes, this energy that I'm giving these people, it's worth it. So that's why that fee is attached to it. That's why the fee is attached to it. It's to ensure that I take you serious and you also take me serious. It's just to ensure that I take you serious, you take me serious, and we're in this together. So like I said, there's opportunity for you to make instrumental payments. You can make a deposit of 40,000 naira now to secure your slots for the discount, and you balance up the 25,000 naira. At least that makes it flexible enough for you. That makes it flexible enough for you. Okay, John has made payments. That's good. So I believe I've addressed the situation that has to do with the fees. So if this is really what you want, if this is really what you want, just make that decision. You can spread your payments into two, and you can also make full payments at once. So one has made payments, £1, 9 persons to go. Who else wants to make payments? Who else wants to have access to the academy? Who else wants to have access to the academy? Who else wants to have access to the academy? Let me check if there's some questions that I need to answer. Okay, another question, Jude. When can you balance up after making part payment? So within a week, you would need to balance up to make to get full access to the academy. So once you make part payments of 40,000 and now within the week, you need to balance up the remaining 25,000 so that we can get this journey started quickly. So I believe I've answered you, Jude. Okay, there's a question here saying, is there possibility of losing your investment? So yes, there is the possibility of losing your investment. That possibility is there, but it happens when people don't monitor their investments. It happens when you are buying the wrong stocks or you are buying stocks for the wrong reasons. It also happens when you don't monitor the growth of your investment. But like I said earlier on, the rewards far outweigh any risk attached to investing in stocks. So any other comments? Is there anyone else who wants to join the academy to make payments? Okay, on to this question. What about trading the stock daily to make profits apart from capital appreciation and dividend? So yes, there's a trading aspect to stocks, but I don't cover that. And personally, I don't advise that. Personally, I don't advise that, and I don't cover that. So yes, John, yes, I've seen your payments. I've seen your payments. I've seen your payments. You'll be attended to. Yeah, I can confirm that you'll be attended to. Any other question? Anyone else who wants to make payments? Who else wants to have access to my guidance? You need the guidance. Okay. So comments from question from some. Does that mean you can't make an income from companies that don't pay dividends until you sell your shares? So how capital appreciation works is that it's when you've sold your stocks, that's when you get the profits. But for dividends, even while still holding the stocks, you can get payments as dividends. So those are the two different aspects to it. But like I said, I would always recommend capital appreciation stocks over dividend stocks. Okay, another question. Who else wants to have access to the academy? Who else wants to have access to the academy? Who else wants to have access to the academy? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who else wants to have access to the academy? So who else wants to have access? Who else wants to have access? Let's do this together. We'll be rounding up shortly. We'll be rounding up shortly. Investing is a personal decision. It's a personal decision. So if this is really what you want, you need to make that commitment to yourself. You need to make that commitment to yourself to ensure that you get the right knowledge to get started. Okay, you can see someone has made um, part payments already. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. So has made part payments to be a part of the academy. Okay, Emmanuel is asking, do you also teach about Nigerian stocks? Yes, I do. I do teach about Nigerian stocks, but I want us to focus on US stocks. If after the nine you decide that you want to learn about that, no problem. But I want us to focus on US stocks. Okay, I can see another person that made payment. So if you made payment, just type in the comment section, I have made payment. Just like John. John has made payments, I've seen his payment. Okay, who also has made the instrumental payment? Jude 40K paid. Two payments down, two payments down, two persons down. 13 more to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, Jude, I can see your payments. I've confirmed it. That's what I read it on the chat. I've confirmed the instrumental payment you'll be attended to. Anybody else? 38 more slots to go down. Okay, masterpiece. Can someone that work on Saturday join this academy? Yes, you can. You can join the academy. You can join the academy. The strategy sessions are also recorded. So even if at some point or the other you were not able to join live, you can still re-listen to the strategy session. So whether you work on Saturday or not, you won't miss out. Okay, Choma. Good evening, sir. Please, can you see your gains and loss through the app? Absolutely. Just like, I don't know if you joined the workshop when we started, I showed a glimpse of my personal portfolio and I talked about the gains that I've made. That Tesla gave me about 90 something percent, Nvidia about 100 and something percent. So yes, you see the gains and losses through the app. So that helps you to monitor your investments. So you know when your stocks are doing well, you know when your stocks are not doing well. And the stocks that are doing well, you can add more to it. And the stocks that are not doing well, you can reduce from it. Yes, Unwosu John and Unwosu Jude, I've responded already. You've made payment of 40K. I have seen it. You'll be attended to. Who else has made payment? Who else have made payment? Just type it in the chat section, in the comment section. You have made payment. Then Choma also, does the dividends of your shares goes directly into your bank account? So no, it doesn't go directly into your bank account. It stays in your investment app portfolio. So it's now your decision to either reinvest those dividends or you withdraw those dividends. So whenever dividends are paid, it goes into your investment wallet. I can see some persons are making payments. If you've made payment, just type it in the comment section. I have made payment. I've confirmed John's payments. John has made payment of 65,000 naira. I've confirmed Umusu Jude. He has made installment payment of 40,000 naira. Has been confirmed. I'm seeing two other persons that have made payments. Kindly indicate so that I confirm that that transaction came from you. Who wants to join us? Who else wants to join us? Let's keep it coming. We'll be wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. So let's keep it coming. Who else has made payments? Comment I have paid. Comment I have paid. Comment I have paid. So that I can highlight you and you made payment. Let's keep coming, guys. Let's keep it coming. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who else has made payments to be a part of the academy? Who else wants to be a part of this academy? The payment details are on your screen. Anybody else wants to join us? Who else wants to begin their investment journey? Want to get the right knowledge to get started? Please comment I have made payments. Just type I have made payments so we can confirm that. We'll be wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. I've seen Jude's payment, instrumental payment of 40,000 here. I've seen that of John, full payment of 65,000 here. Who else wants to join us? Before we call this a close, does anyone have any other question? Does anyone have any other question? Okay, Friday Ogazi paid. Yes, I can see your payment. 65,000 naira full payment. Friday Ogazi, I can see that. So 3 persons have made payments. There's 7 more slots to go. John has made payments, 65,000 naira full payments. Jude has made instrumental payments, 40,000 naira. While Friday has made full payment, 65,000 naira. Who else wants to join us? 3 persons have paid. Who else wants to join us to begin your investment journey? To get the right knowledge, sound knowledge to get started. Okay, Frank Ejiofor is asking a question. I just got here. Is there any way I can revisit the class? So yes, you can get access to the replay. You can get access to the replay. It's going to be sent to the WhatsApp community group that you joined from, so you have access to it. Okay, A-team, you are just joining now. You close for work. No problem. You can watch the replay of this class and act on the guidelines or instructions that have been given. So does anyone else wants to join the academy for a discounted fee of 65,000 naira? 65,000 naira. 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 65,000 to get access to the necessary knowledge. Anyone else? We'll be wrapping up in a couple of minutes from now. I just want to give room for more persons who would like to join us in this academy to be part of the 40 lucky persons that would be joining this academy. Anyone else? If you've made payments, kindly comment, I have made payments. Kindly comment, I have made payments. If you've made payments, kindly comment, I have made payments. John has made payments. Jude has made payments. Friday has made payments. 3 persons done, 37 more to go to be a part of this academy. Who else wants to get access to the academy? Or does anyone have any other question? While others are making payments, does anyone have any other question before we call this workshop a close? Does anyone have any other question? Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Any other question? As we wrap up, is there anyone who would still like to make as we wrap up? Three payments made, 37 more to go. Please, if you've made payments, I've just seen another payment has been made. Please kindly indicate. Just type it in the comment section that you've made payments. Once again, you can make do with instrumental payments. So the full discounted payment is 65,000 naira. After listening, can we see have the chance to ask questions? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So you can make an instrumental payment of 40,000 naira now to secure the slot. Then within the week, you balance up the remaining 25,000 naira. Who else wants to join us? Who else wants to join us? With instrumental payment or with full payment, who else wants to join us? Any other question? Any other question? We're wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. Any other question? The payment details have been made. Okay. Silvanus, half payments made. That's good. That's good. That's good. So 4 persons have made payments. 4 persons have made payments. 36 more to go. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Okay, Silvanus, I can confirm your payments have been made. I can confirm that. Who else wants to join us quickly? Who else wants to join us quickly? The payment details on your screen. Kindly make payments so that you get access to the academy. Who else wants to join us? else wants to join us? Anybody else joining us? We'll shut it down now. Okay, there's a question here. How do I buy Tesla shares as a Nigerian? Which broker do I use? So we've already discussed this during the workshop, so you can watch the replay to get the information. But in terms of the broker to use, it's Optimus by AfriInvest. So all this discussion has been made already. So just watch the replay of this session, then you get the information that is needed. Anybody else? Anybody else? Please, can I make 40K now and balance? Yes, you can. And him, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can see Sylvanus just made half payment, so you can make half payments of 40,000 now, and you balance of the 25,000 within the week. So, and him, the payment details is on your screen. Let me repost it again. It's on your screen. So just make the payments and indicate that you've made payments. Instrumental payment is available. Okay, I'm waiting for your payment. I'm waiting for your payment. Payment details is on your screen. Wedney Anyim. Kindly proceed and make payments. Then you balance up within the week. You balance up within the week. I'm waiting for you. Anyim, I see you. Can we make part payments now? If you've done that, kindly comment I've made payments. Are you still there with me? Who else wants to make payments? We're wrapping up now. Who else wants to make payments? And does anyone have any other final question? The payment details on your screen. Are you having any difficulty? We're wrapping up now. So I am I'll be doing that now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this workshop. I trust that you've learned a whole lot. And for those still interested in getting access to the academy, the payment details on your screen, the WhatsApp number is also there. So if you have any other information, you can reach out. Thank you very much and wishing you success in your investment journey. Thank you.